Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing good. At 2:22 p.m. at my place. Yeah, have you ever noticed the similar numbers when you watch, when you check time? What do you feel when you see like similar numbers? Yeah? Is it like a sign to you? Okay, so and I'm here to read the Course in Miracles lesson. Yesterday's lesson says that I place the future in the hands of God. We learn how to trust. Yeah, that's the exact lesson God wants us to learn, because you may think that you are alone here. You are like trying to solve all your problems on your own, but actually you are being guided. Yeah, you are being given instructions. You are being taken care of, right? And when you practice trust, yeah, when you practice trust to your highest self source, that's exactly what I was reading, yeah, yesterday. I place the future in the hands of God. I trust my source, yeah, I trust my high self. I believe only good can come to me, yeah, and even if it does not seem good yet, yeah, you still trust your source, yeah. You're still able to bless the world, yeah, like I said before, like even like the outcome is not looking good, yeah, to you, you are still able to bless the world. You're still able to trust your source. uh, Someone told me about the um, first time for A Course in Miracles, yeah, just was not published yet, yeah. It was in the process of already having it, yeah, but they were discussing the way how they're gonna, like, you know, uh, publish it, to print it, yeah, so world can read it. And that was the example when uh, the Helen Jackman, yeah, her name is Helen Jackman. She was instructed to do something, yeah, and she was driving a car, yeah, or that was him, yeah, her assistant, yeah, who was helping her. Um, they were working together, right? If you know the history of A Course in Miracles. But anyway, it's not about that. It's about this thing that she or he, yeah, they were asking the directions, yeah, from the Holy Spirit. And he said, yeah, you drive here, you drive this way. But they found themselves to be in a dead end. Like, yeah, Holy Spirit, you told us to drive there, right? Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you tell us to drive to the dead end? And yeah, he said, like, yeah, you just turn back, yeah, and you go again that way. And that was the exact moment when they realized that actually they didn't happen to be in a car accident, yeah. If they turned like to the way they were going, yeah, so they would definitely be in a car accident. But it didn't happen because they were listening to the Holy Spirit voice, yeah. And the same thing Gil Renard shared, yeah. He said, like, even if you, for example, you just run simple things, yeah, like you just went to the movie theater, yeah, and you got a movie to watch, but you didn't like it. Maybe you even asked Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, what movie you want me to watch. He said, like, yeah, and that movie was like lasting the exact amount of time, right? And even he didn't like that movie, yeah. That was the exact period of time for him to stay safe, because the moment earlier, yeah, car accident happened, yeah. and he didn't happen to be in that car accident. If he chose the other one, he would probably, yeah, find himself to be in that car accident. So even if you do not see that, like, yeah, not so good, yeah, something is not so good that you wanted it to be, but anyway, you bless the world. Anyway, you are being able to hear your higher self voice. Yes, so that's what you are doing. You are in total trust. That's what's actually happening when you place the future in the hands of God, right? No matter what you may see with your physical eyes, yeah, you just practice trust to your higher self source. Is that right? Can you trust your higher self source? Yeah. All right. So now it's time for me to read the next lesson. Lesson 195. It says, "Love is the way I walk in gratitude." Love is the way I walk in gratitude. Sounds good, huh? Love is the way I walk in gratitude. So you cannot be like ingratitude and still hate someone, right? These two things are not going together, right? So love and gratitude, they are going together, right? Love, light, happiness, joy, all those things that are coming from God, from your higher self source, yeah? When the other things that are coming from the ego, they are never like matching with the things that are coming from God, right? Gratitude is a lesson hard to learn. Gratitude is a lesson hard to learn for those who look upon the world amiss. The most that they can do is see themselves as better off than others. And they try to be content because another seems to suffer more than they. How pitiful and deprecating are such thoughts! For who has cause for things while others have less cause? And who could suffer less because he sees another suffer more? Your gratitude is due to him alone who made all cause of sorrow disappear throughout the world. So speaking of suffering, from my culture where I am, yeah, I believe there are some senior people, yeah, in their golden age who can even discuss it, like when they meet each other, yeah, and they discuss how hard they suffer, so they can even mention that, oh, you suffer less than me, I suffer more, look at me. And it looks like it's there, like um, the most um, achievable thing, yeah, for them, like the thing that they may be proud of, like look at me, how hard I am suffering, and you are so far from my suffering, your suffering is not even close to my suffering, right? If you ever heard people saying like that, yeah. And even when it comes to any kind of relationship, yeah. And I heard a few women saying that they are men, yeah, partners, they think that their women, their female partner, yeah, um, does not suffer enough. Can you imagine? Like, we even measure the level of suffering. How come? Why would we do that, right? Would we be like be concerned about that? Do we need to be concerned about that? Like people even discuss the level of suffering, and you like suffer, but I'm gonna make you feel even more to suffer. Yeah, you suffer not enough, and we even might believe that we need to suffer more before we get blessed, or before we are happy. You probably know that this belief is not coming from God. Yeah, it's not coming from your higher self source. You should let this belief go, right? You don't have to suffer, right? Okay, and it is insane to offer things because of suffering. That's a good thing, by the way. I've been thinking about that actually. Can you still stay thankful when you seemingly suffer, when seemingly like bothering things are happening around you? It's the same, like, are you able to bless the world, to still bless the world, even if the world does not give you any good at this current moment? Can you? Can you still be able to bless the world? Can you still be grateful even the things are not going the way you want them to? So that's a good question. Yeah, it is insane to offer things because of suffering. I mean, when you are staying grateful no matter what. Yeah, you are staying grateful no matter what. It is insane to offer things because of suffering, but it is equally insane to fail in gratitude to one who offers you the certain means whereby all pain is healed and suffering replaced with laughter and with happiness. Suffering replaced with laughter and with happiness. It's been said about your mindset, right? The physical things are going to probably bring you suffering, yeah, but your mindset is completely different about that, right? Nor could the even partly sane refuse to take the steps which he directs and follow in the way he sets before them to escape a prison that they thought contained no door to the deliverance they now perceive. Your brother is your enemy, quote sign, yeah? Because you see in him the rival for your peace. That's exactly what's happening to me, because now you probably could hear that, yeah? My neighbors are constantly slamming the door really loudly, yeah? And it's not happening like once a day, yeah? It's happening like every single like minute, yeah? Especially when you go to bed and you wanna like get relaxed, you cannot do that. So your brother is being seen like your enemy, yeah, because you see in him the rival for your peace. I cannot sleep peacefully because of them, right? It's so easy to go to that way, right? To go that way. So a plunderer who takes his joy from you and leaves you nothing but a black despair, so bitter and relentless that there is no hope remaining. Now is vengeance all there is to wish for. That's what ego teaches, right? Even all the movies are about vengeance, yeah? Like revenge. He killed everyone who hurt him. Yeah, he killed and like defeated his family. Yeah, and he did a good job. Yeah, he did a good thing. That's what ego is translating to us, right? Revenge is the only thing, yeah, to wish for. Now can you but try to bring him down to lie in death with you, as useless as yourself, as little left within his grasping fingers as in yours. You do not offer God your gratitude because your brother is more slave than you, nor could you sanely be enraged if he seems freer. Love makes no comparisons, and gratitude can only be sincere if it be joined to love, like a pair, like a couple, yeah? Gratitude and love. We offer thanks to God our Father that in us all things will find their freedom. It will never be that some are loosed while others still are bound. For who can bargain in the name of love? Therefore, give thanks, but in sincerity, and let your gratitude make room for all who will escape with you, the sick, the weak, the needy and afraid, and those who mourn a seeming loss or feel apparent pain, who suffer cold or hunger, or who walk the way of hatred and the path of death. All these go with you. Let us not compare ourselves with them, for thus we split them off from our awareness of the unity we share with them, as they must share with us. We thank our Father for one thing alone, that we are separate from no living thing, and therefore one with Him. And we rejoice that no exceptions ever can be made which would reduce our wholeness, nor impair or change our function to complete the one who is Himself completion. The one who is Himself completion. We give thanks for every living thing, for otherwise we offer thanks for nothing, and we fail to recognize the gifts God to us. Even if you think that there is nothing to be grateful for, you still have something, right? The thing you maybe take for granted, yeah, that you forgot to be grateful for, right? Then let our brothers lean their tired heads against our shoulders as they rest a while. We offer thanks for them, for if we can direct them to the peace that we would find, the way is opening at last to us. An ancient door is swinging free again. A long forgotten word re-echoes in our memory and gathers clarity as we are willing once again to hear. Walk then in gratitude the way of love, for hatred is forgotten when we lay comparisons aside. What more remains as obstacles to peace? The fear of God is now undone at last, and we forgive without comparing. Thus, we cannot choose to overlook some things and yet retain some other things still locked away as sins. When your forgiveness is complete, you will have total gratitude, for you will see that everything has earned the right to love by being loving even as yourself. Today we learn to think of gratitude in place of anger, malice, and revenge. We have been given everything. If we refuse to recognize it, we are not entitled, therefore, to our bitterness and to a self-perception which regards us in a place of merciless pursuit, where we are badgered ceaselessly and pushed about without a thought or care for us or for our future. Gratitude becomes the single thought we substitute for these insane perceptions. It's just insane perceptions, right? God has cared for us and calls us son. Can there be more than this? Our gratitude will pave the way to Him and shorten our learning time by more than you could ever dream of. Gratitude goes hand in hand with love, and where one is, the other must be found. For gratitude is but an aspect of the love which is the source of all creation. God gives thanks to you. Wow, God gives thanks to you, His Son, for being what you are, His own completion and the source of love alone with Him. Have you ever heard of that idea? Maybe in any religious place, like God is thanking you. Yeah. your gratitude to him is one with his to you. For love can walk no road except the way of gratitude, and thus we go who walk the way to God. What a great idea to practice today, right? Sometimes we just forget to be grateful, yeah? We just forget. Like we forgot who we truly are. Like we forgot that everything that we see is just an illusion, right? We forgot that it's just a game or it's just a movie, whatever name you may use about that, right? We just forget. Even when you do these lessons work, yeah, now you may probably remember, yeah, that you practice this idea, right? But the next thing that happens to you, you just forget. You just forget, and when something happens, you forget to stay uh, grateful or to stay in the same position where you practice these ideas, right? When you remember that everything that you may see is just ego in action, that brings you all these things that wants you to keep in this circle, right? That ego is also is just trying its best. Believe me, when we talk about like war, yeah, it's actually war, yeah, but war from the ego side, yeah. Holy Spirit is never like uh, doing nothing back, yeah. um, it's like ego is in constant war, yeah, like ego is trying to get you, yeah, to get you stay, yeah, in this unforgiven circle, yeah, where you are keeping reincarnating, yeah, no, you are keeping forgetting actually, yeah. That's why we need to just remind us, yeah. That's why we have Holy Spirit. Thank God we do have Holy Spirit, yeah. He reminds us the truth, yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah. J is like our brother, yeah. He's showing the way how to do that. He's holding your hand, yeah, and he is like directing the way. Holy Spirit is like your friend, yeah. Is if Jay is like your brother, yeah, showing the way because he did that, yeah. He had this experience before, and the Holy Spirit is your friend who is like helping you, yeah, who is remind you who you truly are, who is transforming all the hatred, all the fears you may have, yeah, to his love, to his light, yeah. That's part of your mind, yeah, your higher self. And God is your father, yeah. God who actually has nothing to do with this world. That's right. But God is, yeah? And when we say this, we just stop, yeah? We just cease. God is. God, the, you are the part of God, right? You are the part of God. And if you say that I am God, is actually correct. That's truth. It's not being arrogant or something like that, yeah? It's actually the truth. If you do not accept this in yourself, yeah, that you are not this body, yeah, but your mind, yeah, your awareness is the part of God, you know, like the part of hologram, yeah, like we are one, right? You are part of God. And that's the way how we remember the truth, right? It's the way how we remember to practice gratitude, right? To practice love, to practice forgiveness. Forgiveness actually is the way how we show love in this physical world, right? And again, it doesn't mean that you stay somewhere where you can be hurt or wherever, yeah. Forgiveness, when you forgive, it doesn't mean that you stay somewhere where you don't feel safe or wherever, yeah. Forgiveness, like we see through Holy Spirit's eyes, yeah. True forgiveness is you just see everything and everyone differently, right? You have completely different mindset. Can you still be grateful when there are suffering around, yeah, when there are people who are suffering around, can you do that? Like to stay grateful even if you are seemingly suffering. Yeah, why am I saying seemingly? Because we know that suffering does not exist actually, right? Guiltless mind cannot suffer, right? According to A Course in Miracles, guiltless mind cannot suffer. It means if you still suffer, it means like there is some guilt, yeah, in your mind. That's why we need Holy Spirit's help, yeah, to heal our mind. And body follows, right? Okay, today we're practicing gratitude. Have a great day practicing this idea to stay grateful no matter what, and see you in the next one.